Monday, Monday. Can't trust that day.
So beautiful.
We did not rehearse that. I just, the
Believe it
second
or not.
he hears, yeah, believe it or not, but the second he hears a moment to sing, he takes the opportunity.
And meanwhile, I'm not like that in real life. Like, get up and give us a song. I'm like, I run for the fucking heavens. I do.
Sure.
No, I swear to God, I do. I do. Like, you're at a wedding. Dirk, give us a song. I'm like, oh no, and I run.
Oh,
Swear to God.
Monday night is fashion night, guys. Welcome, everyone. Where we talk about watches, we talk about style, we talk about people on the red carpet and celebrity assholes and all of that good
Love
stuff.
them.
And joining me, as always, are my sartorial sluts, Dirk Kennedy and Michaela de Chatillon. How are you, darlings?
Wonderful.
Both of you.
Never
We're
better.
good. She's exquisite.
Yeah, never better.
It's usually the way. Dirk, let's see what's on the wrist.
Milk house. Still with the sticker on the back.
Did you put any more scratches on it?
No, I did
you
not.
did.
No.
You did.
None.
No.
No. No, that's because I mostly wear the Speedy because I'm petrified that something's going to happen. Now that the viewers know where I got my first scratch, which was mental. It's on the fourth link from the 12, and it's exactly where it was.
They saw you do it. That's why they just rewound. This is the world we live in, man. We can't get away with anything these days.
Yeah, you're never gonna live it down like the rings thing for me.
Oh, that's right. She's a girl who loves a man in a ring. What about a pinky ring? If you see a guy and he just has a pinky ring, what do you think
That's
of that?
good.
It's good. What about a signet ring?
I love it. Love it. If it's not too much, if it's not too blingy, I like it a lot.
So gross.
Unless the guy looks like a creepy, like decrepit pervert, then nothing looks good. Everything looks creepy, but if the rest is good, then it's especially good. Sorry, one sec.
There you go.
I'm wearing
it
it
first.
watch tonight. I'm
What are you
wearing a Swedish watch.
I saw your Instagram on that, and it's quite elegant looking.
Isn't it? Yeah. Sonner. Soner. Or I don't know if they say it like Sonner. You know? Sooner. But it's really nice. It's very elegant. It's super budget watch. I mean, it's micro brand. It's only $300, but they're calling it a Cartier killer because it's.
I mean, it looks like a Cartier, doesn't it? Though?
Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw it today. It's beautiful.
What's the price point on that?
This one's around $300.
So that could certainly be a Cartier killer. Then is it quartz?
No, it's automatic.
And the Cartier probably is.
Yeah, this is the thing. The great thing about, first of all, it has amazing lume. I love it.
Ooh,
I don't have my little flashlight. I'm sorry, I forgot to bring on my flashlight.
Take mine
from the other workstation. But listen, if you just want, like, if you don't have a dress watch, you've got divers and all sorts of stuff, and you have like, there's a wedding at the weekend. You're like, damn, I need something more elegant, and I don't want to like drop $10,000 on a Cartier. Here you go.
And a deployant.
And it comes with a lovely deployant, yeah.
Wow.
They have all sorts of types, and they've gold and everything. They sent me a few, actually, and I shipped them out to Lydia today in Milan because they're all way too small for me, and they'd be perfect for her. So she's going to do some photos by the Duomo and the Galleria there.
Galleria.
Yeah, so they're going to look really nice on her. But this is a much bigger one. The exact model escapes me. Soner. Sonner. Let me pull up their website real quick while I'm at it. Why not? Can't hurt.
You know, that was the first place in Italy I ever saw, ever. Landed in
the Galleria and the
Duomo. Took a taxi right there to the Galleria and the Duomo. First place. Everyone, oh, look at that. Wow.
They're nice, aren't they? The green one.
Love that green one.
That's interesting.
Wow. Isn't that pretty? Wow. Legacy. That's a very attractive piece. Oh, that's the one you have.
Similar. Yeah, maybe it is just a different strap. I like that strap actually.
Mm.
So
Ooh.
yeah, let me check the price points on these.
Ooh.
Just seeing as you asked.
Complimentary shipping to the US?
Did it say that? I'm not
No,
reading.
it just said complimentary shipping, period.
Yeah. Might be an issue going all the way to the US, but you never know. Look, like 327 for this one. This is a self-winding. Yeah, I think this is similar to what I have on.
Oh, it's manual.
Yeah, there are some manual ones. There are some quartz ones, depending on what you're going for.
Wow.
But like all way under $500. These are euro prices, but I don't know. Hey, I like to help out little micro brands and feature micro brands on the channel every now and then. It's always a nice thing. Rather than showing AP constantly and Rolex constantly. I like to show some other stuff.
So there's nothing wrong with an affordable watch with style and grace, and that is
nice.
I haven't really seen a micro brand having a great tank game, and that is certainly it.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow,
nice.
I
it's
love
nice on the
that.
black and everything. Yeah.
Wow.
Michaela, they might be interested in collaborating with you as well. Sending you some watches.
They totally should.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. I don't really see that shape on you often, so
it looks good on him, right?
Body switch up. Yeah, it looks good.
It's very, you know what? You put on some Canali or some Tom Ford with that, go to a dinner. Now we're talking. Go to La Fenice with that. Looks great. Such an elegant dress piece. Wow.
Are we going to talk about the big star watch of the evening now?
We should.
So I'm wearing today a Breguet Heritage. Let's see if I can get rid of that glare. I'll find it. In rose gold.
Oh,
obviously, it's massive on me. Let's just pull it back a little. Yeah, it's very classic looking. Hold on, I'm gonna take it off.
Take it off, yeah.
Sure.
Take it off. Dum.
I want you to actually get to see this thing.
Yeah.
If I can find this.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, angle it and give it a good angle. Yeah, that's it. Nice. Oh my God! Look at the small seconds on that thing.
Yeah, it's a beauty. It's massive though. A lot bigger than I would think.
Well, you've got a big Brutus of a husband. It's going to look really charming on his arm.
Exactly.
It's look great on him.
Look at the deployant as well.
Oh,
that's just a nice. I prefer those deployants. That's like the Omega ones. It's just one snap, right? You're locked up there because I know you're coming back. Yeah, let's see. Can you close the deployant there? See if isn't it one snap just to close it?
Yeah, it is just one very simple.
Let's see that on camera. Yeah, just closes it. See, that's the best.
That's it.
I have to baby it because we just got it, so yeah.
Ooh, Tim would love that.
That's
Tim Masso.
A snick and a snap.
A snick, and that was just a snick, no snap.
Right.
Everyone, I'm sorry about my non-focus camera and the glare. Please forgive me and forgive my microphone. I'm very new at the tech stuff, but
you sound fine.
I'll improve slowly. Yeah, but yeah, it's gorgeous. Love it. Love the strap.
Wow.
It's very heavy. A lot heavier than it looks. And
it looks heavy.
It doesn't fit me. It does not fit me. It's too big.
But I like the way you're wearing it outside the sleeve.
Me
That's
too.
really cool.
Otherwise, it won't stay. But it doesn't
I like it outside the sleeve and with an Hermes bag, like a Kelly bag.
Yeah, outside the sleeve.
Would look great with you holding a Kelly bag.
Oh, of course.
So this is it up close here. This is the model.
Oof.
Look at that. Look at the hands. Look at that shit.
So
you know what that is? That's a watch.
5480.
Diego wants to join the chat here. Are you serious about that? You want to need to teach her, I assume, how to close that deployant.
Oh, do you?
Who does?
Teach me, Diego.
I guess, Diego. I guess there's a proper way to close the deployant. Are you serious, man, or not? You're just messing. Let me know. This is the watch anyway, up close.
Diego likes Breguet, probably.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah,
but he's a stylish bastard. I mean, he's got.
Yes, he's very stylish and
very stylish.
He has an eye for detail.
Yes, this exact reference, if you're curious, is 5480. That's not the exact one, but that we're showing on the screen. But that's okay.
Okay, 540. There's the link, Diego. Nobody else try and get in because you'll be booted out. It's only Diego only. So it's a slightly different one to this.
Yeah, 5480.
5480.
You'll see it's a little simpler. Doesn't have the three.
Heritage 5480. Stunner. That came up again. Well, maybe this is like the. I don't know.
That's the middle one's what it looks like, but
it's in. Okay, it's the middle one, but in gold, but in rose gold. Yeah. I see. I see. Yeah, pink gold.
Pinko. I love when like some real dumb ass bigot uses the word pinko. It was big in the 70s. You communist pinko bastards.
Hey Diego.
Hey Diego. Oh, look at that.
And show us how it's done. Let's see.
So this is one of the really cool things. I don't have my brigade today, but I noticed when you were closing it that you were closing it right on this end, right? And it's kind of a hard push. It was pretty difficult. What I want you to try is I want you to close it, and then I want you to push from the tail end.
Okay.
And what you'll notice, let's go full screen on the kit. Push right here, not at the clasp.
Let's
and
try
you'll
it.
see how much, you'll see the design.
Yeah, that instantly worked. Okay.
Show the camera.
That's good. I was wondering. Yeah, I'll do it again. He just taught me something. So closing it by pushing on.
Yeah, take it off the arm there so we can actually. Yeah. Oh yeah, do it there.
Okay. All right, you guys.
We just want everyone.
Like we're in school. Like we're in school.
Yeah, perfect. That worked so much better. Thank you.
Fantastic.
I have learned something new today.
All right. That's the interesting thing about brigade class. So I'll see you guys.
Thank you so much, Diego.
Take it easy.
What a fun little cameo.
That was great, actually, because I was stressing every time I was closing it because I hate the feeling of kind of struggling a little bit to close it. I'm like, it's going to mess it up. Perfect.
Well, it's a beauty, and congratulations to, I guess, both of you, because you're probably going to be stealing this thing a lot and wearing it a lot.
Maybe. Sadly, it's a little loose, but yeah, no, I'm so happy for him. It's great.
So beautiful. Wow. Tell him we said congratulations again.
Did it come in this lovely box and everything like that, or?
It came in a beautiful box, but actually I didn't get to see the unboxing. I don't even know where the box is because he did it secretly. He bought it secretly and then suddenly shows up with it on his wrist. I'm like, what is that? What's that?
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
She's the coolest wife in town.
Then I was just excited. I was like, oh my God, show me that.
I thought that was for our vacation to Virginia Beach.
Yeah, aren't you guys saving to come to PT Womo in the summer? What the hell? Did he blow all the PT Womo money? I hope not.
No, that's completely separate. No.
Okay.
we're still planning to go unless something crazy happens. We're still planning.
That's his brigade fund.
His secret brigade fund. So let's look at some watches, guys. There's been a lot of releases over the past few months, into 2023, and even during this month as well. Now, obviously, some of the biggest releases are going to happen at Watches and Wonders and leading up to Watches and Wonders, the end of March, beginning of April. But we already have some interesting watches released. So we're going to do a watch-heavy show today. Everybody watching, rather than focus on the style and the ties and the shirts and the suits. So, starting out in alphabetical order, I suppose, with Audemars Piguet, they released this flying tourbillon that inspired by Tamara Ralph. I wasn't aware about this person. Did you guys know who Tamara Ralph is? I don't know.
No idea.
The designer, right?
Yeah.
Like, besides that, I've never heard the name, so.
Yeah. This is her doing her designs and stuff.
So I'm assuming she's a jewelry designer?
God only knows. I imagine so. And her whole vibe, her whole aesthetic, once you see the watch and you see her, it kind of matches, you know?
Sure, it does. Look at that dress, though. That's beautiful.
Yeah. So, yeah, they made this flying tourbillon. I mean, listen, AP, man, they're so experimental and weird, but that's one of the reasons we love them. Flying tourbillon. This thing goes for 200 grand. It has the frosted finish on it. Now, how AP do this frosted finish is they take a diamond-headed hammer and they gently hammer away at the metal. So no two are quite the same. Obviously, it'd be hard to spot the differences, but technically, it's all hand hammered out. It also makes it a fucking nightmare if you get a big gouge or scratch in that. You've got to send it back to AP, and they've got to do the whole thing all over again. There's no way you can buff out a scratch on this surface because it's just going to ruin everything else. But yeah, this is the vibe. Yeah, this is yeah. It's
look at that. Yeah. That's a cabochon cut. That's a jewelry method. Look at that.
Pretty sick, right?
It is something to look at for sure.
I mean, it's art. It's what it is. It's art.
Yeah. I feel like a little bit reminds me of productive organ, but besides that, I think that it's nice. No, it's interesting to look at, but it definitely has this kind of look to it that's a little
vulvic.
I can tell a woman designed it.
It's a little vulvic. Oh my god.
Just a touch.
Sweet God, there's a quote of the evening. It's a little vulvic. I didn't even think about that.
I didn't either, but
there's something feminine. I can see the femininity in it, even though it's the concept, which is, one of the AP shapes of watches. They have the Royal Oak, they have the Code 1159, they have the offshore, and the concept. And I honestly always thought the concept was kind of the ugliest of all the case shapes. And they tend to do all their weird experimental stuff in this shape, like the Spider-Man and the Black Panther and stuff. It's concept is what they use. Not so crazy about it, but yeah, I mean, now I can't unsee that, Michaela. You just
I had to say it. Yeah, I had to say it. I like the uniqueness of it, but
yeah,
I'm not crazy about it. And however, that method of making that finish, that's really cool. I like that. That was really cool.
We would just use a glue stick and sparkles from Michael's, right?
Yeah. I mean,
glitter.
It's interesting to look at. It's definitely something that's kind of mesmerizing, but I'm not crazy about it.
It's a museum piece. It's a piece of art. It's something you'd see in a gallery.
Yeah.
But it's got an in-house manual winding movement with 72-hour power reserve and a flying tourbillon. That's some crazy orology going on there. Crazy, as only AP could do. So,
yeah.
Wow.
It's wild. Is that a pearl in the crown right there? Looks like a pearl.
It certainly looks like it, doesn't it?
From another angle, it kind of looks like a diamond, but I don't think it's a diamond. Depends on what angle. It looks a little different.
No, it's another sapphire. I just looked it up. It's a translucent cabochon cut sapphire. 20 meters water resistance, though, kids.
Yeah, from the back, when it light's hitting it different, it looks different.
I don't know about the movement being in just kind of a steel like that.
It's a bit disappointing, isn't it?
It's a bit disappointing. It should I think it should go along with the whole theme, and even if it's not gold, it should be brass of some kind, or the way Omega used to do all their movements back in the 50s and 60s. You open them up and everything was pink or gold, and you're looking at it too. So I don't know. I mean, it's weird. It's weird. 200,000, you said?
Yeah, I mean, it's price on request, but I was able to find out there are some forums and stuff. People are saying it's 200 grand. I mean, it's the least you'd expect. I was expecting more, honestly, because tourbillons to begin with are expensive, usually way, way more expensive than regular movements. And this tourbillon has diamonds set in it, Jesus, so I was just like, oh, for God's sake. And it's a big hunk of of rose gold from AP. So every different level I just mentioned is expense,
Yeah.
and it's very, very vulvic.
Quite vulvic.
I'll never get over that.
I really like your terminology, Dirk. You get a lot of credit for. I should give you a lot of credit for your words you come up with.
Oh, he comes up with them immediately.
And they're perfect too. It's just so accurate, right?
You started it.
You came up with Fodemar Piguet, didn't you? That was
did.
yours, right? The Fodemar for the fake Audemars Piguet was the
Fodemar.
Yeah.
Has that caught on?
I don't think so, but I
Now,
love
when
it.
the new CEO takes over, the female, are all the pieces going to look like that?
Oh, they're going to look like so many other things.
They're going to have the vulvic and the phallic.
Yeah. Fallopic hands.
Jesus.
They just change literally everything. It just goes.
Fallopian strap.
Fallopian strap.
Oh God, there's so much happening in my mind right now.
In a nice cervical dial.
Oh God.
And it's completely snatch proof.
All right. But yeah, I don't really like that.
Lord.
It looks
snatch proof.
That's it. Is the end of the show, guys. Thanks very much.
So this is designed under the current CEO. So Francois, don't want to say his last name wrong. He's still.
Yeah.
How do you say his last name? I know it starts with a B, but I don't want to say it wrong.
Yeah.
So has he moved on yet? Has this been under his watch?
Is there a changing of the guard over there?
I was not aware of that, but I should be. So Ilaria Resta is coming over. Ooh,
well,
look at that.
the current CEO is funny. He's a funny guy. I don't know if you've ever watched his interviews.
He's an asshole.
Maybe this was his
famously. Is it Francois Henri Benemay?
Yeah. Yes. I don't know.
He's famously a dickwad.
That's why I think he's funny.
Yeah. Well, now it's going to be Ilaria. And things are going to get vulvic up in here.
Well, maybe this was his last joke. I don't know.
Dear God, I cannot unsee that now.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now.
Are they going to come out with like a male version with a protruding thing that you can connect to this watch? Okay, I'm taking it too far.
No, this is going to be an anatomy lesson for all the men watching right now. No, I'm just joking.
Because the AP is exactly the spot. I'm so sorry.
Oh no!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's like, fellas, it's right there. Okay.
Oh boy.
Stop. It's so true.
I think we better move on to
we should.
Maybe that's how you wind it.
Oh, sweet God. There's no stopping us now. We're like children.
Yeah, we need to move on.
Yeah. Next watch. Okay. Staying with AP. This guy, Travis Scott, he's a hip hop artist. Cactus Jack.
Yeah.
This one came out several months ago. It's news, but it's not new news. But it's it's not an offshore, it's an actual, it's just a Royal Oak, yes. But it's on a strap. And it's interesting. It's got like a funny dial. It's got some interesting details on the dial, odd text and so on.
Handwritten.
Yes, kind of scribbled
on the
numerals
there.
Yeah. And it's edgy and strange, and I mean, I like the loom there, and mean, the moon phase is all funny looking.
It's like a little scratch, like a X's for eyes, and looks like a bandaged cartoon.
Right.
I mean, it's very hard to read that. It looks like the whole spice rack, like pepper, salt, paprika.
Right. That is. Oh yeah,
the video's all super arty. Never mind. It's just his music.
Oh, his music, wonderful.
God.
Because he's great, isn't he? With one of the Kardashians.
Not anymore.
Oh, not
He's a baby
anymore?
daddy. He's a baby daddy. For one
Oh,
of
he's a
them.
baby daddy. Wow, those
Baby
girls.
daddy, 2 kids with him, but they're not together. I got the tea for you guys. This is me. I'm the female here.
Yeah. You got the teas, right? Spill it, lady.
The thing about this is, yeah, it's really busy, but I like the strap a lot, and especially on a man with black skin, because that looks really pretty. I think on maybe like a really pale like arm, that would just, I don't know, it would stand out more and be a little more like gross, but I think it kind of like melds in really well when you have that warm, deep colored skin. It looks pretty. But yeah, I mean, the dial, there's too much going on for sure. Spice rack, indeed.
I mean, you can see the tons. It's an incredible piece of machinery. It's outrageous, for sure. It's Audemars Piguet. Look at the dial. Is there a case back shot?
Let me check. I mean, obviously it's open work, and that's the whole idea. It's more legible than certain open work.
Ooh, okay.
Watches. Here's the back. Sorry about my zooming here. I'm still working on Windows, trying to figure out that. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And utopia is a state of mind written on the back. You gotta be a Travis Scott fan, right? If you're not a Travis Scott fan, are you gonna go near this watch? Is it just for Travis Scott fans that have a shitload of money to blow?
I wouldn't know Travis Scott if he stole my wallet in the subway. I wouldn't know who he was.
I wouldn't know him if he stood up in my soup.
No, I wouldn't have a clue. No idea who that is. I've heard the name.
I don't know. There's definitely a category of guys that like watches that just for some reason just look like this, that are just really busy, really structured at the same time. Yeah, I don't know why, but I don't hate it. I don't. And
I don't hate the color. That chocolatey brown is beautiful. It's
I love that.
That's I like the strap too. I'm with you on that. I like it.
On another color, it would take away from it for me. I like it on this color. It's unique. It's not just like brown. It's like a little bit taupe, a little bit. At least in this lighting, could present differently, but yeah, it's not my favorite, but I don't hate it.
No. I'm looking for a photo of him wearing it. He has a lot of AP. He's big into his AP, so
because somebody said they classy.
In some song, some rap song, AP really caught on with that.
They're the crystal of watches.
Right.
It's the
oh, look at that on a lady. I kind of look at that.
Interesting.
Huh. I mean, does Old Watch Lady have one?
No, I don't believe so. No. Old Watch Lady's mostly vintage stuff.
Mostly, yeah. It didn't look bad on a lady because I guess it's not that big. What is the? It's what's the size of that?
I think it's a 40. Let me check. It's a 41.
41.
Sorry, Michaela. What were you about to say there?
No, you're fine. No, you're good. No, I'm just saying. I think it is this CEO, the Francois fella. He's the one that's responsible for kind of associating Audemars Piguet with the whole hip hop music industry.
Haven't anybody learned from Cristal? Next is Donaghy Sellers.
Did that to Audemars Piguet. That's him.
Look at that keeper. That is ugly, man.
That's really ugly. It looks like a cigar wrapper.
Yes, like an American cigar wrapper.
Yeah,
or
like a Piparello.
Yeah, or a bourbon.
White Owl.
That's horrible.
Blunt.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, Blunt is an actual brand of cigar. It's an actual, I know it's a slang term now, but it's an actual, you can go and say, give me 2 blunts. And they're actually like those little cigars that you buy in the candy store.
Thank God for Hodinkee. They've got some amazing zooms here.
What are they shooting with? Oh, look at that though. Oh, wow. Look how intricate. That's all on transparencies.
It's an open works. You're going to be able to stare at this thing all day. Wow. A lot of details. Fucking
you better stare at it all day for that price.
Well, what price is it? Do we know what price
$201,000.
Jesus.
But what you're getting is an open work AP perpetual calendar with week indication, day, date, astronomical moon, month, leap year, hours, and minutes. So it's a crazy thing. 38 joules, 40-hour power reserve. Pretty low power reserve, but what are you gonna do?
Cute. The little face.
Yeah. I don't think any of us. I mean, oh, that looks good.
You love the loom.
I'm the loom queen. I love that shit. I
Do you
go,
think
ooh,
Travis Scott's
loom.
handwriting?
It's like, it's like
It's the only thing he did.
it's like that website dedicated to John Hamm's dick. It's like, oh, wow.
Wait, I missed something. What?
I totally missed it too. I don't know what the fuck he's on about over there.
How did it go from Loom Queen to John Hamm's?
There's websites dedicated to the fact that he generally doesn't wear undergarments, but that's another thing. Like he's oh wow, and it's like and more impressive than you thought. Oh shit.
Oh, I really hate that engraving. That looks so bad.
That is really horrible. That looks like
that's not edgy to me. That's just gross. That's just too bad, really.
Yeah,
this looks like something you'd see on True Detective, when they're out there like Mississippi area looking for a killer or something, right?
Yeah.
It just that looks very, very cheap on a very expensive watch. The loom is cool, though.
It's weird. It's weird. Definitely.
Cactus
weird.
Jack also. That is the most un-Audemars thing I've ever heard. Cactus Jack.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. This is like that's his
his
nickname
record that's dropping
or something.
Cactus Jack. Oh, maybe it's his nickname.
Look, it's over there. Look as well. It's one of the hands.
Yeah, that looks a little.
For the day of the week, it's the hand.
It really looks like written with white Sharpie.
Yeah.
I can't say I hate the second hand there, the red. It's a nice pop. Yeah.
Yeah.
It breaks it up.
Listen, they've made a lot of weird watches. The bloody Black Panther was totally crazy. But you know what? If somebody walks up and hands one to you, you take it. Because it's a fucking AP. And so I could probably rock this watch and it wouldn't look too bad. Yeah.
Renaissance Shambara says Cactus Jack is Travis's record label and his designs.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the edification. We appreciate it.
You get a free cap.
You better.
Yeah, for that kind of money. Okay, let's move on. You're just being weird.
So maybe
Consulting. Stupid tonight. So, what was the next
on the hit list?
Let's move on to something else. Okay, that's that again. Yes, this is one I got really excited about. And I don't talk about this brand enough. The Longines Heritage Central Power Reserve. This thing is kind of a throwback to an old 1950s design. And I think it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Of course.
I think everything that they make lately is gorgeous. I think they're on a roll of beauty. Absolutely.
Look at this.
Beauty.
Look at that. I mean, I should be getting myself some Longines. What the hell is wrong with me?
You should. You really should. They're gorgeous. This one specifically.
Oh my God. It's so
They
beautiful.
did a great job. It's so classic looking.
Let's just spruik the living shit out of Longines so they start sending us some stuff.
Yeah, come on. Longines, come on.
We'll do an entire Longines show with the three of us wearing Longines.
Come on, oldest watch brand in the world. Give us some free shit. So the center here is the Power Reserve. And I have to give a shout out to the guys who made the website. Some of these websites are god awful. Rolex's website is god awful. Look at these guys. They actually show you how the Power Reserve works. So this center wheel here is independent, okay? And it goes up to 64 hours. And it has wind the crown. It's in Italian, but never mind that. Look, you can wind the crown. Look. And then it has Scarica, unwind the crown. Watch. Boo! All the way back.
That's so fun.
Wow.
And then you wind the crown again. Look, you can just sit there and play with the watch before you've even bought it. Cool as that.
That is cool.
But yeah, I mean,
and it's $3,800 US. How about all of that watch for $3,800?
Wow.
Right.
That's tempting.
So they have a trapezoid shape around the date, which is very retro, very nice. They have the syringe hands. And just a very, very elegant, beautiful watch.
Gorgeous.
Sapphire crystal, of course. Ooh, look at this.
It's got a monocrystalline silicon balance spring, power reserve 72 hours.
It's a 64 on the thing. Or maybe maybe it gets up to 72. Wow.
Yeah. Beats a 25 too, and it's the new caliber L896 just for this particular one. Open case back. Look at that. That is a beautiful timepiece. Wow. Look at that. This website's spectacular. It's watchable.
And a couple of different variations here. One with some black with rose gold.
Looks like a graphite though, doesn't it? It looks kind of grayish.
Yeah, grayish. Yeah,
I like that. I think I like that one the best. Wow,
really?
Yeah, maybe. I'm a sucker for a white dial lately, though. Yeah, you know what? Maybe the white dial.
It's unique, and it makes the rose gold pop really nice.
Sure does.
The pink gold pops so nice.
This hour marker up here that's shortened because of the date. See the way it's down here? It's longer. Up here on the top, because of the shortness, it looks like the Renault logo, doesn't it? For Renault, the cars.
It does look like a Renault.
I thought it was a Renault logo.
I like how he says Renault, like renovation.
Do you say Renault?
No, I say Renault.
Renault.
Because I'm cunty. Renault. Like you did a Renault on your kitchen. Renault. We don't have them here. Nobody buys them in the United States. There aren't.
Yeah, they're a funny looking car. Yeah, French, right?
Yeah, French. They don't have great cars, and they have no rock stars. Zero, not one, none, never had one.
What about Gauche Paty? She's a rock star.
I never heard of Gauche,
but only in France.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Never produced a rock star.
This is nice too. I like the plain black.
I like it too.
I'd take any of them, but the first one is me, man. That's...
Yeah, you're right. The white dial is definitely where it is at.
Not even white. It's like ivory.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Ugh, gorgeous.
Nothing bad to say about it.
So far, I want that.
I want that.
I want to go to there.
To see it on a dark brown strap too would be beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. Yeah, you could change that strap out to a lot of different types of strap. You could even add some color on there if you were a little bit daring.
Yeah, just to me, because the dial, it's off-white. It's a little more like cream. I don't know exactly the color, but
yeah,
I think a brown strap, really deep brown.
I agree.
Almost black, but a really deep. It would really help those colors. It's kind of like that gradient scale. It's, of course, they're very, very opposite, but that cream would kind of melt into brown further down the color gradient scale, so it would look really nice together.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at the center wheel. Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah, well, you're not seeing that when I was winding it.
No.
On the other screen. It was too small.
No.
Yeah, it moves independently. I mean, obviously it's well sped up there, but isn't that cool? That's what you want in your watch. Yeah. I hope 2024 leads to Longines making a big comeback, man. I really enjoy their watch.
Do you hear us, Longines? We're talking to you.
Let's do it, Longines. Let's move over to Tag Heuer. This is their Porsche collab. Sporty watch, of course. I mean, it's Tag for racers.
Yeah, classic looking Tag.
Their Chrono Sprint Porsche.
Yeah, the Porsche design.
I like this one a lot. I really do. I love the red, the placement where it is. It just really makes your eye go all around the dial in just such a nice way. Gorgeous to me.
That would look good on you in a racing suit in a Ferrari. I could see you doing the race car thing. Do you like to drive? Are you a big driving girl?
Me, yeah, I do.
No, there you go.
Yeah, unfortunately, where I live, there's not tons of open road. It's a lot of traffic, which I hate. But as soon as I'm on a highway, it's so relaxing to me. I love driving.
Oh, there you go.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, this is beautiful and sporty. And there's another company that gets a lot of lack of love, and they have some beautiful designs. It looks classic Carrera. Great. I love the red accents too. It's 42 millimeters. Right.
94.50 in euros.
Oh wow, that's pricey too.
A bit pricey for the Tag,
considering that their market share is pretty crap. It's a bit. They could have priced that at like 6.5, and it probably would have been better. That's a bit much. That's a bit
Octa
much.
Finissimo was saying about how the seconds accelerate and then slows down. So the seconds hand, maybe on this red track here, is that where? Oh yeah, look, it accelerates. Look, along here it accelerates up to 9 or 10 seconds and then slows down. Look.
Oh, how interesting!
Oh wow, look, it's slowing down there. Look at that. Oh, this is cool. That's why it's expensive. It's got some complications going on here on the inside. And there is a gold one as well, which is a lot more expensive. This is 24,000. Oh, I'd take that though.
It looks good.
I like it. It does. Specifically, I know it's a collab with Porsche, but I would say driving a Ferrari Roma, wearing that, just beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, that's sexy. And hey, if you're going to only loom one or two things, loom the hands.
Sure.
We don't need to see the indices loomed. It freaks me out, like with Omega on the Aquaterra. It's like they didn't make enough effort to loom the hands. It's the hands we need to see, not anything else.
Yeah, I think they're going to change that this year. I think they're going to wake up because everybody hates that. Oh yeah, it looks great on the brown strap too. Wow, yeah, that's the winner right there. Yep.
Chrono Sprint.
Yeah, Chrono Sprint.
I guess the seconds hand sprints for the first 10 seconds. That's cool, man. Let's move on to something for the ladies here. The treasure or tresor.
The tresor.
Tresor. They brought out a lovely line of tresors for the ladies with very, very long Roman numerals.
And a wraparound bracelet or strap.
There are a few. Let me show you the different types. Go ahead, Michaela.
Pattern looks like kind of rip off of Dior, though. You know what I'm saying, Dirk?
Yeah, but I typically Dirk. Well, I know what you're saying. And this is probably where my Omega nerdiness will come back.
Yeah.
Which part do you think is the
just the florals, the conscious on the white? And I know it's not the same, but it's just
it's not the same, but it's aesthetically. I totally hear you on that.
Yeah, I understand it's different. It's just that, and other people can use that. It's just that it's so iconic with Dior that now whenever I see something like that, I'm like, oh, I just want to look like Dior.
Look at that.
What's Dior about it? Sorry.
No, it's the specific pattern with the flower prints on the white.
Yeah, that's very Dior.
Oh.
Yeah, not the watch itself at all. It's just the print.
Oh, I see.
On the strap, yeah.
Now these are caliber 4061 quartz movements, most of these, right? If not all of them. So this is a very thin ladies quartz watch. Battery life, its power reserve is 48 months. And it's a 26 millimeter case, so it's a tiny little sprite of a watch.
Yeah,
I do like the wraparound bracelet. I do. Reminds me of the Serpente.
Yeah.
Serpenti.
I like
Serpenti, plural.
But it looks strangely a little bit too, I don't know how to say this because it doesn't look plain, but somehow it looks a little too plain.
It looks like something that the queen might wear, or a lady, in government. It's feminine, and the florals. Well, look at the gold ones. Is that a mesh bracelet? What is that?
Better.
Can you go to that or the moonshine? Oh, how interesting.
That is a nice bracelet. What kind of bracelet is that? Let me see.
Wow.
Bracciale. Oro moonshine. It's
gold.
Just moonshine gold.
Wow. How much is that piece?
This one is 26 to 27. Yeah.
Put a battery in that.
Look at the back. Look at the design on the back of these watches. Wow.
Yeah, that looks more like something you'd see on the back of Van Cleef or Harry Winston, one of the great jeweler companies and the great jewelry brands. This is really going. Look at the crown.
The crown is yes, the crown.
Oh my God.
Now this is the watch that the Crawfords are wearing, right? And Kaya and Cindy are pushing, right?
Are they pushing it, or was that the Constellation?
It was the Constellation.
They were in the Constellation. I think that I just saw something with the two of them they're about to do a shoot. They were in Paris for some Omega event, and I bet it was this because they're launching this, and this is new.
Michaela, would you prefer this over your Constellation that you love?
I don't know. I don't like the baguettes. I don't like the diamonds on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as far as I can see, there isn't one without. They all have them.
It's just a personal preference thing. I do not think it looks bad at all. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the diamonds. For me, for some reason, I usually just really don't like how that looks. I love the crown though. I just want a little crown. I just want to have that to keep. It's just a little fun little thing. It's cute.
I mean, from the side, that's the way you're going to see the watch when it's on your wrist most of the time. Look at that.
It's pretty. I like the numerals, but I don't think I prefer it over the Constellation.
Okay. I'm just asking for the audience.
For a friend.
Well, just from a feminine perspective, that's just what I mean by.
This one is barely legible.
Yeah, that's not legible at all.
That's not a very smart thing
cheap.
to do.
I
mean, gold against gold against gold. Yeah, it looks a little cheap, right? When they push it too hard, it looks cheap.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's like here in Venice when I see these guys with these big, silly, like 45 mil, 48 mil fake gold watches. And it's just way over the top. And you're like, oh,
Michael Kors.
Yeah. It's just killer. It's terrible.
It's the owner of a chain of gas stations look. That's the look.
Right.
Yeah. I got this when I was in Beirut. I got it in the market. Yeah. Not great. Sam Led Consultant says Omega with a quartz watch in 2024. Hard no. But you have to look at this watch. Sam Led Consulting. This is jewelry. This is not high horology. It's jewelry. This is for a beautiful lady. You're taking her to the Casino Royale, out for a night of champagne, and that's what.
And can I say something as well? It's going to sound very chauvinistic, but a lot of women they're happy with the quartz because it's set it and forget it.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing about winding, like pulling out the crown, winding the watch, pushing back in the crown, avoiding magnetism, and doing all these things that a mechanical watch requires is I think for a lot of ladies, they just want to throw the watch in with all their other jewelry and not have to worry. You know what I mean? It's not to say that women are not mechanically minded, but there's a thing about this. If you're going to hand a woman a mechanical watch, she has to kind of know a little bit about why the movement needs to be wound and so on. And then there's always those people out there who think that that's lesser. They're like, oh, I have to wind it? That's terrible. Wasn't it? Yeah, it's 2024. Don't we have watches that just keep going? They actually might see it as a negative.
Apple Watch and be done with that person.
Twins. We said that at the same time. We're twins. Just get an Apple Watch then.
Get an Apple Watch. You know what? Listen, I guess this rules out the AP Volvic for those ladies, right? That complicated menagerie.
That's gonna stick, man. It's gonna stick. Let's move over. Bulgari. The Bulgari. This is a reinvention of the George Michael watch.
Are they calling it the George Michael now because he wore it once?
Yeah.
Oh boy, this just looks like Italian strega to me. It just looks like tacky Italian woman walking around Rome with this thing on. It's just blah. It's simple, yes.
What about it makes you feel
it's
that
just
way?
Garish. It's so much it's just garish looking to me. I've seen it so many times. It reeks 80s. It smells like the 80s to me. And I've just seen so many cheap iterations of it. It's a Macy's watch. George Michael wore that when he was, before he had his beautiful plastic surgery, before he knew which side his bread was buttered, and he took the knife as well.
Are those his straight days? Is that straight? George
straight
Michael?
days. Days he's pretending to be straight. He had the fake Asian beautiful girlfriend. Yeah.
Can I just say, I don't think any of the men watching wear that cross earring, but a lot of straight guys in their early 20s wear a dangly cross now.
Right.
And unless you're like cool, you're in some kind of music scene, something, in general, it looks really stupid. I just want to put that out there in case you're watching. It looks really stupid.
Unless you can sing like that motherfucker, don't do it.
Yeah, you're not George Michael. You're just like a frat boy. Don't do it. It's like the pearl necklaces that they're wearing. It's just
Tim Wright says, I'm absolutely in love with that Bulgari. Of course you are, Tim, because you're gay. Right.
Secretly gay. Secretly.
You're in the closet. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. What? Yeah. And also, like, why have a case back when you have a movement that looks like that with the big plate in the back?
Precisely. I mean, they're advertising. They've got the name. That's what it's about. But
Bulgari.
I mean, yeah. Unless there's something to see in them, it's like when Seiko do an open case back. Don't do that, Seiko. Come on, guys.
It looks terrible. And all the New York dum-dums say Bulgari. I'm like, it's Bulgari.
Bulgari. I want a nice Bulgari.
Yeah. Saul, take me to Bulgari. I want something shiny. Yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting design because it's like a coin or a ring with these straight lugs coming out. I mean,
yeah, I find that to be satisfying. I like how perfectly round it is, and I like that. But
you do like that?
I do think it's the stark black with the gold like that, and
there's no really texture or anything.
No texture. It's very matte and very. Yeah, it's just simple, but also garish at the same time. So I get what Dirk's saying. I don't think I hate it as much as you do, but
it was such a New York item. And it also reeks of knockoff. It reeks of Canal Street. There's probably more of those on Canal Street than any other watch because it screams Bulgari or Bulgari.
I have to agree. I think it looks cheap. Sorry.
It looks cheap. It just looks like, Canal Street. I'm sure that it isn't. I don't know what the price point is on this thing, but I will never understand a case back.
Piece of gold, so it's not going to be cheap.
I want to see tons of rotors and wheels and movement, all kinds of stuff. I want to see everything.
This is jewelry for men, but it's not very high class. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the wild one of the day.
Yes.
Month. This crazy Vienna Philharmonic. Surely I can find a better. Oh no, this is the event where they kind of announced it, and they had some soloists, some cellists, I believe, wearing the watch. Anyway, it was a shock because normally Rolex only announce things, watches and wonders, and this one kind of popped out of nowhere. People think it's a violin. I made that mistake too. It's actually a cello.
Because it's large.
How do we feel? It's a day date, obviously, which is nice, but
I mean, it's like their celebration
for that dial.
Every once in a while, they just throw a little bone to keep people's whistles wet. I don't hate it.
I love Vienna. I love even the photos at that event you just had pulled up. That's what I think of. And this dial does not give that same feeling, even close.
Yeah.
It's very like cartoon pop art.
Yeah, it's playful, and which so Vienna is not.
It's not Viennese. It doesn't feel Viennese just because it's an instrument. That's not Viennese. That doesn't feel Viennese. Like Vienna, I would think of classic. This is just not it for me. I mean, I understand, like you're saying, they once in a while just do something fun, whatever you're saying, but I'm disappointed. I don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like Peter Max did the dial. It doesn't look like they had a serious artist do it.
Why don't they just do something like the feeling of like a chandelier look on the inside, but not
or an opera house?
Something, something really like more
or a coffee house,
ornate or something. Cafe house, just put a cafe.
It's music specific because, of course, Vienna was the cultural capital of the world for hundreds of years, and if you wanted to be a composer or a soloist, you went to Vienna. It's like going to New York or Los Angeles today. That's what Vienna was for so long. So I suppose it matches. I don't know why they put 3 They could have just put one cello in the center and left everything.
They broke it up.
Yeah.
That it's the art style doesn't feel Viennese. And also, I will go so far to say I don't like the fluted bezel because that makes it look, especially with the really, really busy picture they have going on, it just makes it look like tacky. And I usually love a fluted bezel. I feel like a smooth something. I don't know. It would just look.
That's a great point.
I don't know. I don't like it. And I just love Vienna. I just feel like this doesn't give me that feeling. But
you have the right to dislike whatever you want.
Thank you. Thank you. But
yeah, I mean, I just think it's one of their novelties, like the celebration dial. I mean, it's just they throw that out there. It's not serious, and it's probably super limited, right?
Well, getting your hands on one is going to be bloody impossible, so it kind of doesn't really matter. Let's look at the Octave Finissimo in gold. You a fan of the Octave Finissimo, Dirk?
Yeah, like I am. Yeah, if I was to get a Bulgari, I'd want that. Sure. Not in gold.
These are big watches. Really, really big. I wore one in Geneva last year.
But they fit like an amulet, though. They're so flat.
They're flat, and they're really part of your wrist once they're on. Yeah. Kind of industrial, somewhat competing with the Royal Oak.
Yeah,
and all of those guys. I don't know if I'll ever buy one of these. I keep seeing people buy them and then sell them. I don't know what it is.
Is there a great flip market for those?
Well, when the market was really toasty hot, yes, but now, no, it's going to be rough. I like these edges, these corners. They're very Chrysler building.
Very Chrysler building. Very much so. Yeah, it's a very Art Deco piece. Yeah, I really like it. If I was to get a Bulgari, I don't know. What's the spread on that? Is it like 48?
Yeah, it's 47 or 48. It's a very big watch. Yeah,
but I guess maybe because it fits you like a really tight amulet, it's probably would be cool. But I also, once again, I think if you're a guy, you better have one of those big Mediterranean tanned hairy wrists to make the juxtaposition of what looks like a very feminine piece look masculine. I think there's a way to make that happen. Can
we look at the image of that man wearing it? Can we just zoom in a little bit on that? Is that possible? So I want to see it on the wrist because I can't really picture it.
Oh, he doesn't have that exact one. He has a different one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find a photo. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like that is what's gonna.
They really make it hard, Bulgari.
They do. They make it hard. There you go.
And which is what they're not doing to our audience.
Interesting. I think I like it with I think I prefer this piece over the one with the yellow gold.
He's got boy hands though. You gotta have. It's a very finely detailed little thin piece. In order to turn that into a man's watch, you really need to have a big set of mitts and look good.
Yeah, I mean that watch would look better on me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it would look better on you than this guy. He's got a little bit of boy hands.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than little, boy hands or priest fingers.
There was one, the priest finger. The
priest fingers are the worst. They're tapered and fuck.
There was one I spotted ages ago, and I don't know if it's in the catalog or if it was a once-off, but it was like the dial was scribbled with pen or something instead of all perfect. That's not it, obviously.
It's a chrono.
It was the only one that ever impressed me with the Octave Finissimo. But hey, it's a nice watch. It's very slim and nice fitting. And
it's one of the thinnest, right? Who makes the thinnest watch right now?
Richard Mille now.
Oh, is that right? Oh,
yeah. It was these guys for a while, but then Richard Mille did a Ferrari thing, and it's just like a piece of glass. 50 grand.
That's a lot.
Meh.
Sam Led Consulting says the hairier the wrist, the bigger the Bulgari. I love you, man. You're funny.
Moving on. We have the Christopher Ward, the 12. This is from kind of mid last year, but they actually just brought out a new one. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it's this one. It's the TI, the titanium ones. And I suppose they're Giralginta inspired watches.
Sure.
Why do they call them the 12? Are there 12 different variations?
I do like that dial though. That woven dial. It's very cool. It's great
What do you
looking.
think about that their new puzzle piece logo? I guess it's not new, but I like the old one better.
Yeah.
The trident.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have that puzzle piece now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that. It's very Minecraft to me.
Yeah, it is kind of
funny.
Minecraft.
Look at her. Oh my God. She just got 1,000,000 points. Ding, 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 ding. I love the dial though. I love the texture of that dial.
I would wear that on the rubber. I like it on the rubber.
Yeah, that's kind of cool on the rubber. Yeah.
Yeah. How much is this watch? It made kind
$1,200.
$1,200. Well, that's the price point for
got a Salida
for
dial in it. That's
the SW200 probably.
Yeah. SW200. Indeed, it does.
I'm not so crazy about it on that bracelet because please don't try to look like the famous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
5711 kind of shebang.
5711.
Yeah.
And of course the Royal Oak. Don't do that. Like, don't try and make a cheaper version of the icon. But you're right. Look at that dial. It is textured.
Yeah, it's very
I thought that was just an optical illusion with like paint, the way they can do that, but it actually looks like if you were to rub your finger on it, you'd feel all the, texture. It's nice. The 12. Chris Ward, they're interesting, but I have a couple of them here, actually, not this particular one, but they you have a couple of Chris Wards here. I have the Super Compressor and one of their Chronos. Unfortunately, we couldn't figure out a deal with Chris Ward for the. Show you the one I have. Compressor. We couldn't figure out it. They didn't have any budget. I'm like, are you guys mad? What do you think? I'm going to show your watch for nothing? What do you think I am? This is the one I have. And it's on a blue strap. There's their Trident. And they have both, actually. They have the Minecraft and the Trident at the end of the seconds hand. It's a kind of cool watch. This is like harking back to the old divers of the 50s.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. One of the crowns moves the bezel. You can't grab the bezel. It's underneath the. But it's a good looking watch. It has that retro kind of look, lovely details.
Yeah, that does look pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff going on there. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Nice blue and orange. For some reason, those colors go together. Right?
Okay, the old logo that I was talking about was actually the C with the W in the middle. The Trident. I see it frequently, but that's what I meant. But anyway, doesn't matter.
So what happens with this watch is the deeper it goes, the more it seals. That's why it's called the Super Compressor.
Super Compressor.
And it's a good brand. It's an interesting brand. It's obviously more affordable for many. So it has its fans, guys who don't have the 10, 20,000 for something crazy, but they still want something a little bit better than a Invicta or whatever. They want something kind of a decent, half decent brand, solid build, blah, blah, blah. But they've been teetering on that kind of big fame for a long time. You have to be a bit of a watch guy to even know who they are.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But nice brand. Yeah. So there it is. I'm sure there were a lot more releases, but that's we've gone over our hour. What was the winner today, do you think, guys?
Longines.
Yeah, the Longines for sure.
Let's take one more look at her.
100% everybody wants to. I'd wear that in a heartbeat. Oh, yes, please. Right away, sir. Gorgeous. I don't need an open case back either, really, Longines. Not necessary.
They also have some, I spotted some really nice GMTs.
Oof.
Yeah, there's this one, and it comes in rose gold as well, which is even nicer. I think maybe this is the rose.
Wow. Oh, wow. That graphic was sexy. That was a gold waterfall.
Look at that dial, though. I mean,
it's Longines is elegance personified. It really is.
It's gorgeous. Yeah,
Ooh,
that's definitely
look at that. Who did their site? Fabulous. It's incredible. Look at this.
they really put
Wow.
the work in, don't they?
Wow.
I mean, I would wear that all
Day.
day.
Me
Look
too.
at that thing. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, that is the clear winner. Beautiful.
I mean, this is not the one I was showing. This is the GMT. This is a different one, but it's, it's a recent release in yellow and in rose gold. And I just, how much is that watch? I want to see now. Jennifer Lawrence is hunking Longines.
Well, good choice.
Yeah, she's been doing that for a while. She's got
This
a
one's
very
16.8.
classic look.
Yeah, she looks good. She's really good at posing with the watches.
What's the price on that?
16.8, 17 grand.
Oh, 17 grand. Well,
And I think for a lot of people going that far, you can get a Rolex. You know what I mean? You can get a root beer.
Yeah. Well,
this is the problem with that price point for these guys. It's, I know it's a piece of gold and all, but got to be careful. You could get yourself a Portugueser for less than that in gold. So,
yeah, that's tricky.
Anyway, this is yeah. Unless you really fall in love with the brand, that's your.
You
brand.
have the money.
Yeah. When you have money and you're not a watch slave who's stuck on the whole market share value crap, where you just walk into a store and you go, "Do you like that one, baby?" And she goes, "I do." That's the guy who buys it.
Exactly.
Do you like that one, baby? I love it. Boom, sold. And they have it in stock. No wait list.
I really want to play with this thing again. Look, wind up.
You see such a boy.
Yeah, and then I scatic. I like, boom.
Yeah.
Now you see the center wheel there moving.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Isn't that fantastic? Love it.
Love it too.
All right, guys. Good show. It was fun.
Great show.
Just watches.
Why not?
Once again, let's look at that Milgauss baby. Looking good. I'm wearing this Sonner.
Love that.
Yeah. It's all right. Affordable alternative to a Cartier.
Beautiful execution. Beautifully done.
Yeah, love them. And a star of the show. Let's see this puppy. Yes, please. There you go. That's stunner. Has he been wearing it all week, or is he babying the watch?
No, he's been wearing it all week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never at work, but everywhere else.
Right.
Around the house. Yeah.
Love it.
It's one of those things. It's so classic looking that it feels so nostalgic. And it
looks like an antique. It does. Yeah. It looks like an antique watch.
You should see it in person. It's just mesmerizing. And then the blue Breguet hands that.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So beautiful. I know you can't see anything on the screen, but gorgeous.
It is. It's beautiful.
Lovely stuff. And thank you, Eric, for the super chat there and for bringing up the Octo Finissimo in the chat. And Tim Wright as well for a super chat.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to make sure I don't miss any of these. Ray was in the room. Wash my eyes out. Holy water. Rippled pool gone. And Gear and Train, Dirk wins. I think that's when you said Volvic or whatever.
You got a lot of credit for that.
Did I? You guys looking at the chats. Well, hey. You might have created a whole new line of watches, my dear.
Isn't that funny? I'll see you guys same time next week, guys.
Same time next week. Same
place. Thank you, Michaela. Oh, by the way, everybody sub to Michaela's show. Oh, quickly, I loved your part 3 of what your watch brand says about you, your favorite watch brand.
Fantastic.
Guys, go over and check it out. Michaela de Chatillon's channel and sub and check out her new video. It's quite funny. I like the Movado part. I think everybody liked that part. I'm not going to give anything away. Just guys, go over and check out what she says about Movado wearers. You're going to dig it.
Ba-dum-bum.
Take it easy, guys. See you next week.